Seems like Camila Cardoso is done with Angel Reese, man. Angel Reese is up there mucking up everything, guys. I've been telling y'all. There's only so much masquerading you can do. There's only so much you can hold up this facade.
What started as one of the most hyped pairings in the WNBA is now spiraling into public collapse. The Chicago Sky, who once believed they had assembled one of the league's most dominant front courts, are watching it all crumble. Not because of an injury, not because of the opponents, but because of an internal war quietly exploding in front of everyone. And at the center of it are two names, Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso.
Oh, baby, day 4! Oh. Here it is! Here we go! Hey, let's go, baby! Let's go!
Fans who have been paying close attention could feel the tension building for weeks. But now, it's no longer whispers or speculation. The entire league, media, and even casual viewers have started to witness moments that are impossible to ignore. On the surface, it looks like just another struggling team. But underneath, this is a power struggle between two rising stars who are slowly becoming rivals inside their own locker room. And the breaking point may have already arrived.
About the offensive performance from Angel Reese last night. Keyword, offensive. That is the only kind of offense that Angel Reese is capable of performing. Offensive offense. But I'm not just talking about the self-proclaimed villain, which, by the way, I thought Angel Reese was dedicating this season to winning. I thought she was focused on carrying the Chicago bravado to the promised land of golden toilets and bathrooms with running water.
It all came to a head during a recent matchup against the struggling Phoenix Mercury. While the game itself was forgettable for the Sky, what unfolded on the court between Reese and Cardoso spoke volumes about the real battle taking place. One key possession revealed exactly where this relationship now stands. Cardoso received an inbound pass near the top of the arc, and Angel Reese immediately signaled for the ball, as if demanding control of the possession. Normally, this would have triggered a routine pick and roll, but something different happened this time. Cardoso hesitated. She paused, glanced directly at Reese, and then made the deliberate decision to pass elsewhere.
Camila Cardoso, oh no. Free Camila Cardoso. She is fed up with the Chicago Sky experiment. Tyler Marsh, once again, salute to you. You are doing the rest of the league a favor. This point forward experiment, this Ariel Atkins trade, this has done nothing but backfire on you, backfire on the team, and backfire on the fans.
That split-second hesitation said everything. It wasn't just a missed opportunity, it was a public declaration. Trust has been broken. Cardoso, typically calm and composed, followed that decision with visible frustration. Eye rolls, stiff body language, and later, outright avoidance during huddles. Cameras caught Reese attempting to engage during a timeout, only for Cardoso to physically turn away, shutting down any form of communication. These aren't minor disagreements between teammates. They're visual signals that Cardoso has reached her limit with Reese's playstyle and decision-making.
Angel Reese, part 35! Let's get it! Another day, another loss. Bang! Starting to feel bad, man. They may never win again. About to get the combo meal. You get the travel, you get the me-bound, and a turnover. All for the price of one, baby! Why is she top 3 in the league in turnovers? Oh, because of plays like that, huh? Bang! Free throws in this economy? Nah, that's gonna cost you.
What makes this even more alarming is how consistent these moments have become. Game after game, Cardoso's body language tells a story of frustration. Every missed screen, every failed pick and roll, every possession where Reese takes control only to fumble it away, it all adds up. And now, instead of collaborating, Cardoso appears to be actively distancing herself from Reese, prioritizing plays that exclude her co-star altogether.
The person who should be throwing temper tantrums on the Chicago Sky, that person should be this woman right here. That person should be Camila Cardoso. Look at the frustration oozing out of Camila Cardoso. She gets a switch. Natasha Cloud, she's posting her up. we can't get an entry pass to Camila Cardoso.
Angel Reese may continue to rack up double-doubles, but anyone truly watching the games knows how misleading those stats are becoming. The efficiency simply isn't there. In fact, during that same Mercury game, Reese recorded one of the worst offensive performances in WNBA history, going 0 for 7 from within 4 feet of the basket, a distance where layups should be automatic for a player of her size and reputation. Instead, she's now tied for one of the worst close-range shooting stretches the league has seen in the past decade.
She cannot play. I'm sorry, bro. She's not good. She's not good. She looked like she don't have the hunger. She don't have the want to. She don't have the drive. She don't have that dog in her. Bro, I watched Aaliyah Boston dog walk her ass up and down the floor and she wanted no parts of it. I watch her tap out on a nightly basis. She don't want it, bro. She don't want it. Let's be serious. Y'all drafted a bust. Y'all drafted a bust.
And yet, despite these struggles, her playstyle remains unchanged. Possessions stall as Reese demands the ball, drives into traffic, and forces low-percentage shots that ultimately kill the team's momentum. Each missed layup doesn't just cost points. It deflates her teammates' energy, drains morale, and creates transition opportunities for the opposing team. Her turnovers are mounting, and with them, the Chicago Sky's season continues to slip further into disaster.
We got to talk about the meme. The meme. I'm not even going to call them a basketball team right now. I'm going to call them a meme that is Chicago Sky, because it's actually getting ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous.
Before we go any further, if you're finding value in these deep dive breakdowns that go beyond the highlight reels and expose the real stories happening behind the scenes, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment down below. Every single subscription helps us bring you even more detailed, no-holds-barred analysis on the WNBA. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss what's coming next.
If I'm Camila Cardoso, I am upset with how this offense is looking. If I'm Camila Cardoso, I'm upset that I still can't manage to get an entry pass. If I'm Camila Cardoso, I'm upset that I still need to deal with this type of amateurism in the WNBA.
What makes Angel Reese's struggles even more damaging is how they've infected the entire offensive system. This isn't just about one player having an off night. It's a systemic collapse every time she steps on the court. The Chicago Sky's offense grinds to a halt the moment Reese demands possession. The ball stops moving. The spacing collapses. Teammates grow hesitant, unsure whether to cut, screen, or simply clear out, knowing the possession will likely end with a forced, contested shot or another turnover.
You know, 46% of her offensive rebounds come for home misses so far this season. 46% rebound rate. You're welcome. New stat. Bang! Don't let that last shot fool you. Even a broke clock is right twice a day.
Come on, move. Get out of the way. Just give me the plate. Come on, give it. Move it. Get out of the way.
Bang! Butter pecan! Bang! If you've never seen her dunk before, just wait, because you're not going to see it here either. Bang! Fine, I'll admit it. We are watching because of you too. I mean, come on, man! Try shooting at the rim without looking first. How about it? Bang!
Even in transition, a phase that should be effortless for a young athletic team, things are falling apart. Camila Cardoso routinely hustles down the court, sealing defenders for easy lobs, only to watch as Reese fumbles at half court, dribbling into traffic or hesitating until the window closes. These aren't isolated mistakes. They've become routine. Each failed fast break isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a momentum killer that shifts energy to the opposing team while draining confidence from Chicago's own roster.
Turning your back to your team, walking away from the active plays going on, walking away from the actual basketball action. Yeah, Camila Cardoso is not a happy camper over there in Chicago, and I don't blame her. Again, this is another year of the same nonsense.
Momentum in basketball is fragile. When one player repeatedly stops the flow, it wears down the entire system. And that's exactly what's happening every time Reese demands control. Instead of fast, fluid possessions that keep defenses guessing, Chicago's offense looks like a stalled car in the middle of traffic, with everyone honking, but nobody moving.
Shots a game, bro. What is going on in Chicago, bro? What is going on in Chicago, bro? I know everybody, we enjoy it, yeah. When Angel Reese get the missing layups, we clown.
Off the court, Angel Reese continues to shine. Her Instagram is full of pre-game fits, confident captions, and smiling post-game interviews, even after brutal losses. She's built one of the strongest personal brands in the league, constantly trending on social media regardless of what happens during the game. But that carefully crafted image is starting to work against her.
Listen, man, y'all the worst team in the league, bro. Like, let's just stop playing games. This ain't even no, oh, let's be funny. I'm not even joking. I'm not smiling. I don't have a single joke for you. The Chicago Sky is trash.
Fans are no longer fooled by the glitz and glamour. They're watching the games, and what they're seeing doesn't match the highlight reels. One viral comment summed up the frustration perfectly. 17 rebounds? I don't give a DMN. Show me something that actually helps us win. The numbers may look decent on paper, but when you watch her actual impact on the court, the reality is hard to ignore. The disconnect between her online persona and real performance is growing too wide for even her supporters to defend.
I actually feel bad for Angel Reese at this point, and it has nothing to do with like how she's handled herself or anything. It's just simply Caitlin Clark is so much better than Angel Reese at basketball that it doesn't feel fair.
Yeah, I think Angel Reese is struggling with the fact that Caitlin Clark is better at her best thing than she is.
And the more the gap widens, the more frustrated her teammates become. When you're losing games, blowing leads, and dropping in the standings, it's tough to watch the star players smiling for the cameras like everything's fine. That creates resentment inside the locker room. And you can sense that Cardoso and others are reaching their breaking point.
What record did Angel Reese break? I didn't say it was a good record. I never said that. Shout out to you, Priceless. I missed this. Historically bad shootings with a E emoji. Angel Reese goes 0 for 7 from within 4 feet of the basket to tie most misses from that distance in the WNBA over the past 10 seasons.
Adding even more weight to Angel Reese's struggles is the looming shadow of Caitlin Clark. These two were pitted as rivals long before their first professional tip-off. But as the season unfolds, the gap between them has become impossible to ignore. While Clark is adjusting to the pro level and showing flashes of the generational scorer everyone expected, Reese appears stuck, unable to evolve her game or even maintain basic efficiency.
Points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, 0 for 8 from the field, 33% from the free throw line. Angel Reese, point forward. 5 turnovers, 1 assist, point forward. 1 assist, 5 turnovers, Angel Reese, point forward.
Every time Reese has a poor game, it's instantly compared to Clark's latest highlight reel. That comparison fuels more pressure, more criticism, and more skepticism about whether Reese is ready for this level. And it's not just the media driving this narrative. It's fans, analysts, and even casual viewers who are starting to question whether Angel Reese is a true franchise cornerstone or simply a media-made star.
The Chicago Sky are awful. They're really, really damn bad. All right. They're 0-3 on the season. The only team worse than the Chicago Sky right now is the Connecticut Sun, which basically got rid of everybody on that team outside of Marina Mabrey, who I believe she wants out of town now, and I can't say I blame her.
This growing contrast isn't just hurting Reese individually. It's beginning to define the entire Chicago Sky organization. The longer Clark ascends while Reese struggles, the more glaring the gap becomes, and the harder it will be for Reese to escape the comparisons.
First of all, it's not a rivalry. Not when you lose about 35 points.
That's true.
It's not rivalry. Indiana Fever's on a different level than the Chicago Sky. Let's get that out the way. Secondly, as much as we love Angel Reese because she is special, she's not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level. We just have to own that.
Right now, the Chicago Sky aren't just losing, they're collapsing. 4 straight losses, blown double-digit leads, a complete inability to close out winnable games. And at the center of every failure is the same pattern: stagnant offense, poor decision-making, and visible frustration from teammates who are fed up with the repeated breakdowns.
Folks, give her some time, but 5 for 22. Yikes, folks. Let's just hide that 5 because that's 22%. Ooh. 5 for 22 is 22%. Ooh, that's not very good. That is not very good. And you know who's laughing about all this? Do you know who's smiling?
The offense isn't adjusting to fix the problem. Instead, it keeps forcing the same plays that end the same way. Turnovers, missed layups, broken fast breaks. Every game feels like a rerun, with minor differences but the same tragic ending. And while head coach Teresa Weatherspoon maintains a professional front, you have to wonder how much longer this locker room can hold together before the frustration boils over publicly. For any franchise, this is dangerous territory, but for one with so many young stars, the risk is even higher. This isn't simply about a losing streak, it's about creating long-term division that could fracture the team's core before it ever truly forms. We're now seeing open signs of division inside the Sky's locker room. Camila Cardoso's hesitation to pass, her body language, her huddle snubs, they all point toward a player who has lost faith in her supposed co-star. The cameras have captured it, the analysts are discussing it, and the fans are dissecting every clip frame by frame. Basketball is a chemistry sport. When trust breaks between two front-court players who are supposed to complement each other, the entire system suffers. Cardoso appears increasingly unwilling to waste possessions feeding a player she believes won't convert. And you can't blame her. When your teammate consistently halts ball movement and squanders easy opportunities, self-preservation kicks in. What makes this even more explosive is that Reese seems either unaware or unconcerned with how her behavior is affecting the dynamic. Instead of adjusting her game or improving her decisions, she continues to play the same way, further deepening the divide between her and her teammates. Now we arrive at the million-dollar question. Can Angel Reese close the gap between who she says she is and who she's actually showing up as on the court? Can she evolve her game, adjust to the pro level, and become a true leader that the Sky desperately need? Or will the brand continue to thrive while the team sinks deeper into irrelevance? The next few weeks will be critical, not just for Reese, but for the entire Chicago Sky organization. If she continues on this path, the locker room may fracture beyond repair. But if she can confront her weaknesses, embrace coaching, and rebuild chemistry with Cardoso, there's still a window for redemption. The problem is, time is running out, and the league is watching closely. The Chicago Sky are standing on the edge of a cliff, and Angel Reese may be the deciding factor on whether they fall or fight back. The drama, the tension, and the stakes have never been higher. But here's where I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Should the Sky bench Angel Reese? Should they restructure the offense around Cardoso? Or is this simply a case of growing pains for a young star still adjusting to the league? And if you're finding these in-depth breakdowns valuable, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We're bringing you the raw truth about the WNBA that nobody else is breaking down like this. Every sub helps this channel grow and allows us to keep exposing the real stories behind the headlines. We'll be watching closely in the coming games. And trust me, this story isn't over.